Sergio, the defense has played tremendously well the first 5 games. Is there something that clicked once conference started? How do you account for everything falling into place?
We just started playing the ball that we normally play. Nothing really changed different. We just started executing and making plays.
How does this defense compare to last year's?
I could say we're a lot faster. We lost a few players, but it's no different. Same team.
Are you guys aware? I think you've only allowed 26 points. Only 5 teams have allowed fewer than 100 in conference. Is that something you guys are aware of and make that as kind of a goal to make that to 16?
Yeah, that's definitely our goal. We want to keep our. We want to stay high in the rankings and play the defense that we should play. That's it.
What's it been like just playing with the club? Has it been an adjustment? I think Barrett there was a point last year where he was wearing it. Did he take advice about how to kind of, adjust to it in terms of playing? Because it looks like it could be a little annoying at some points, but you got a couple sacks the past few games with it on.
Yeah. At first, when I first got it on, it was a problem, but now I got used to it and I can play with it and make plays.
Do you remember when it happened, the injury?
The injury is like October 1st, South Alabama game.
Did you just fall on it awkwardly or hard?
I tackled somebody and my hand got stepped on real bad, so it's not that bad. Injury.
When do you get it off?
Probably got to play the whole season with it. Probably no time soon.
David, the last time we saw you, I don't think you had a touchdown yet. Now it's getting old hat for you. It must be fun. I mean, you love contributing, but I mean, to get into the end zone, I mean, it's just another step forward to helping your team win that way.
Yeah, definitely. It's a lot of fun getting in the end zone and helping my team that way. I mean, get great play calls in the red zone. When we have DJ, he's dangerous. We have Rashad, he's dangerous, and so it opens up a lot of things for me on play actions and a lot of bootlegs and stuff like that. So, it's good play calling too. That also helps with it. It's not just, it's kind of getting lucky too, just getting open and then just trying to make a play, make a guy miss or go over the top of somebody and get in the end zone.
Does it hurt your feelings that the defense isn't focusing 3 defenders on you?
No, because then more opportunities for me to get open, and it doesn't matter if they focus on me or not because they're gonna have to focus on our running game because I feel like our running game is very good. But it's something that a lot of teams have to focus on, and just being able to take advantage of that when we can is a good weapon that we can use.
David, when you're not in the end zone, I think it's been the 3rd straight game when you've had 2 guys over 100 yards.
Mm-hmm.
When you guys are running the ball the way you are, I mean, how much fun is that for you guys and the offensive linemen just to line up and start running downhill at people?
Oh, it's a lot of fun. It's very tiring too, but it's a lot of fun. So it's really nice when we're rewarded getting the end zone. I like to celebrate with all the guys in the end zone, especially the O-line guys. It's a lot of fun just, because I'm next to them every play. I'm with them a lot during practice, and it's always fun seeing us get rewarded for that when DJ, Rashad, or one of the running backs breaks one and gets in the end zone for us.
They're mentioning about how you don't seem to be focused on when you do have those opportunities on the bootlegs. You just kind of come free. But that in a way, that's sort of a skill set too, right? Because you have to time it right and when you release and leave your block and run your route and all those.
Well, the coaches put us in good positions. So, I mean, during practice, they tell us how long I have to hold onto a block, stuff like that. They tell me, hey, make this guy release inside or something like that, So just those minor things that we get taught in practice help a lot for when I get to actually go out there and during the game and they make the play call. It's one of those calls where it's just I have a good possibility of getting the ball. And so it's just I just got to make sure I remember those things that they taught us during the week and just try to put them into the game.
As your guys go out in a couple of weeks, do you think DJ's done enough to get up on the stage there, or what else does he need to do?
I think he deserves it, definitely. I mean, he's the leading rusher in the nation. Most rushing attempts, rushing yards, everything like that. So, I mean, I definitely think he deserves it, It would be great to see him up there. I think he should be a representative up there. And hopefully, you know, at the end of December, he's up there in New York. That'll be a great time for us.
Do you get a sense that the nation does know about him, or is it still more on the West Coast, or is the word out?
I feel like everybody knows about DJ. You know, he's been doing this for 4 years now. I mean, if they don't know about him, I think they should really start doing some research because I mean he's top 5 now in all-time rushing, and you know he's a great player, and I think people are starting to really notice that throughout the season. And you know all you got to do is just make sure we keep opening up some holes for him and let him do his thing and make some plays in the secondary.
And other than the numbers, I mean, you see it firsthand. Week after week, defense is pretty much keying on him. They have a bunch of guys in the box. Are you more impressed by just the numbers or the fact that he's doing it against defenses that they're all in on stopping him and they still can't? He gains 100 yards each week.
They always tell us that we need to be the toughest team on the field, and even when that they stack the box against us, we still have pride in our running game. That no matter if they put 8, 9, 10 guys, however many they put in the box, we want to run it down. We want to run down their throats. And so just having DJ being able to do that, you know, it's always one of those things where it's like, hey, you can stack the box, and I got faith in him that he can that he can take advantage of the holes that we make for him. And you know, if we just give him like a slight crease, I mean, he's gone. Like we've seen it plenty of times before. And so, I mean, if we just all we got to do really is just keep opening up holes for him and try to keep staying on our blocks as long as possible, and just let him make his moves. And I think he can bust one anytime, you know. So.
Part of that being the toughest unit is having a lot of guys, the offensive linemen and tight ends with experience, veterans and whatnot. But then you have Parker Houston, who's a freshman who's kind of hopped into the rotation, and it's been kind of a seamless transition. What are your just thoughts on him, how tough he's playing, and how he is a versatile player too, because he does the HVAC stuff and he runs routes and whatnot. Just what are your thoughts on him and how he's done as a freshman?
He's done really good for being a true freshman. I mean, all of us have a lot to work on, you know, and coming in here from high school to college is a huge transition, and I thought he did a really good job learning the playbook, especially. You know, there's some rough patches at first, but then he got a hold of it, and then he finally started taking notes, and you know, started really excelling at doing what he was doing. And so just spots opened up, and he took advantage of it, you know, and he's been finishing well. He's had good technique most of the games, so all he's got to do is just keep improving every week.
Can one of you talk about just sort of the team's mindset right now? I mean, you're bowl eligible, you're in the Mountain West Championship game, but there's still obviously a lot to play for. You got 2 tough road games coming up. Just how you guys sort of trying to stay focused right now?
We kind of take it one game at a time, but our goal is to win a championship, so we working to get there.
You know, it's definitely exciting that we're in the championship for a second year in a row. But it's one of those things where it's like the work's not done yet. I mean, just because we got into the championship game does not mean that we've won it yet. We want to win every game, and so we're definitely trying to make it 1-0 every week, and that's definitely our mindset. It's just pretty much like the work's not finished, and we can't just ease up now just because we're in it.
How important is it to potentially be hosting the Mountain West Championship game too? You guys obviously did last year, and that was a big help.
I think it's huge for us to be able to host it. You know, a couple cards played out for us, and if we win out, I believe that we can. So it would be good for us, it'd be good for San Diego, and it would be good for our fans to come and see another championship game.
Sergio, how much has Rocky changed the defensive game plan from week to week, or does Rocky keep pretty much the same game plan week to week and just ask you guys to execute it very well?
Actually, he kind of changes the defense pretty much every week. It's pretty much the same. Like, we blitz the same and everything, but everything changes. He changes it every week, so we just execute and do what we're coached to do, and we play our hardest.
Could you tell the difference last week? Because it looked like there was more zone coverage compared to the rest of the games. You guys just really wanted a zone, so the linebackers weren't helping you guys much. They would send maybe 1 or 2 guys, but overall it was just mainly you, Barrett, and Kelly up front, just trying to contain the pocket and whatnot. Just what were your thoughts on, you know, the strategy that Coach Long went with? Because he put a lot of kind of determination in you guys to get it done with only 3-man pressures with you guys.
I just feel like he believed in the D-line to dominate the line of scrimmage, so he just went with that, and we did, so our outcomes were good.
last week, the fourth quarter, the reserves are in. What was the give and take between the starters and reserves to keep the shutout intact?
Our reserves are they work just as hard as we do, so they did just as good as we did in the game. So
Did they say anything though at the end when the White was getting close to the end zone?
I mean, I guess I don't know really. I don't know what to say about that.
David, the last 2 weeks you had a really good rapport with Chapman. Did something change, or what happened with that? And now that you guys are really clicking during the games and you're scoring touchdowns.
I just think it's, I don't think anything's really changed. I think really it's just that we're able to find more openings inside, like doing more bootlegs and stuff like that. I don't really think that nothing's changed really. I mean, it's probably just more of them just stacking the box and what we've done with our run game. That's really just trying to, that's really kind of thrown off some people a little bit. And, if we just keep this going, I feel like our receivers can get more too, just because of how much we're running the ball. And then now that we're using their tight ends a lot too, is that they'll get open more on the outside and they'll not just try to double coverage our receivers on the outside.